Okay, I need to pull my thread up from the bottom, in which case I'm going to go needle down, needle up, and then grab the tail and pull my thread up from the bobbin. Make sure it's underneath the foot. And now I want to I'm just going to stitch a little bit of ground so that I have a foundation to start from. When I do that, I'm going to take 2 or 3 stitches or 4 stitches close together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can begin moving. I don't want to make it a solid line because your eye will stop anywhere where it sees something that's absolutely straight. Now, you see how I took an extra stitch right there where I stopped? What that does is it allows me to make a perfect point. If you take an extra stitch wherever your points are, then it doesn't round. If you don't take an extra stitch, then it's going to round. Now I'm going to pull the fabric toward me and make a stem. Contrary to popular opinion, stems are not necessarily straight. I want to put a leaf on here. In order to put a leaf on here, I'm going to start stitching. I'm going to stitch the centerpiece, see how I took a couple stitches close together because I want to come back over that line, come down to here, stitch again in position, now come up, see how I made an extra stitch at the point, come down, an extra stitch at that point. Now I can continue making my curve. Okay, now I want to make some kind of a flower type thing up on top here. In order for me to do that, what I like to do is I like to gather my fabric, and now what I'm doing is I'm holding it with my thumb and my forefinger, and I'm letting my hand rest on the bed of my sewing machine. What that does is by letting my hand rest on the bed of my sewing machine, it keeps me stable. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to create some small details. And in order to do that, I need to have control. If I leave my hands on here, then I am making all of the movement from my arm. But I want to make the movement from my fingers so that I have full control.